No, no, no. Put that tripod in the way so you get it on.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Immediate family members. Immediate family members around Prabha. All around. Ranjan, Rashmi, you can stand here. Dad can stand here. And all the relatives, you can stand around Prabhasri. And anybody else from her relatives? Yeah, you can come on. Come around. Only thing, we can leave this space open for the this camera. And in the meantime, you can start taking one here. Suppose we are at Bhubaneswar's house and we are doing cremation from there. So before we take her to crematory Smashan, we have to give her a holy bath. Now the bath is already given by Farah and Christine and her staff. But if you can sprinkle Ganga Jal on her like this, and everybody you can take your chair, thank you. If you can sprinkle Ganga Jal like this on Prabhasri. And then we have to place Tulsi and Ganga Jal on her mouth. So this Tulsi and Ganga Jal, Farah will help us. And then if Dad and Rashmi wants to put the Ganga Jal, you can put it later. Or you can do that, three of you. Place Ganga Jal in her mouth. Om Namo वासुदेवाय Om Namah Shivaya Om Apohishta-mayo bhuvastha-navrje dadhatanaha Maheranaya chachase-yo vahasivatamo rasasasya vajayate hanaha Ushati-riva mataraha tasma-arangama-maho yasya-sevaya jinvata Apo janayatha-janaha Om Jetirthani Pratirandi Srakam-astani Kangiraha Dekabhu-sastrayo Janiva Dhanvani Tanmase Om Murgvasvaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Tirthodakas Snanam Samarpayami. If you can do tika. Om Idam Vishnu Vichakramete Dhani Dade Padamma Samudhamasya Bhaggu Sureswaham Om Murgvasvaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Tulsi dalam samarpayami adyantika with ash. Om Gandharva akhanam swamidrastam brahaspatihi tvamokade somo raja vidvanyam manamachyata. Om Burvasvaham prabhasri pretayaham gandham samarpayami. Om Trayukham jamadagnehe kashyapasya trayukham jadeve kutrayukham tanno astu trayukham. Om Burvasvaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Vibhutim Samarpayami. Now you can get a little closer. And when I say Swaha, or you can offer when I offer. When I say Swaha, you can offer a couple of pieces of rice to Prabhasri. Om Prajapataye Swaha idam Prajapataye namama. Om Indraye Swaha idam Indraye namama. Om Agnaye Swaha idam Agnaye namama. Om Somaye Swaha idam Somaye namama. Om Yamaye Swaha idam Yamaye namama. Om Mrityave Swaha idam Mrityave namama. Om Brahmane Swaha idam Brahmane namama. Om Bhuhu Swaha idam Agnaye namama. Om Bhuvaha Swaha idam Vaive namama. Om Swaha Swaha idam Suryaya namama. Now, instead of Swaha, it will be Kalpatam, or you can offer when I offer. Om Ayur Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Prano Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Chakshur Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Shotram Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Vak Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Manno Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Atma Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Brahma Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Jyotir Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Swar Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Preshtam Jagnena Kalpatam. Om Jagno Jagnena Kalpatam. Now, if some rice is left there, you can take out with the right hand. And when I say Swaha, you can offer everything. Om Bhurbuvaha Swaha Swaha idam Prajapataye namama. Then everybody will sit there except Ranjan and Rashmi. You will stand here. You can take your chair. And now I give you the coconuts. So two goes in that two corner. One in that corner. Another one in the another corner. Idam phalam maya devam sthapitam purtastava tena me saplavate bhavet janmani janmani. Om Burvasvaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Visheshargyam Sampadayami. And the last one, which has got ghee, butter. If you can place it on the forehead like this. Om Asvattvamati Jato Sitvadayam Jayatam Puna Asosvargaya Lokaya Swaham Jvalatu Padake. Om Bhurbuvaha Swaha Swaha idam Prajapataye namama. Then you can place it here. Okay, now Rashmi and Ranjan. Rashmi, you can sit here. You can take the shoes off. Both of you. Take the shoes off in the corner. And Rashmi, if you can light up Diya. दीपक एंड अगरबत्ती. ओम चंद्रमा मनसो जात चक्षुः सूर्यो अजायत श्रोत्रद्वायुष्य प्राणस्य मुखालं निरजायत बोधिपदेव रूपस्थं कर्म साक्षीय विघ्नकृत यावत् कर्म समाप्ति स्यात् तावत् तं स्वस्तिरो भव. ओम भूर्भुवस्वहं प्रभासे प्रेतायः दीपं समर्पयामि. ओम ब्राह्मणस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः ग्रतः ऊरुतरसन्वैश्यः पट्व्याकुशूद्रो अजायत. ओम भूर्भुवस्वहं प्रभासे प्रेतायः धूपं समर्पयामि. So when we have to perform this kind of rituals, we need to have your hair removed. So if I can take one by symbolical, idam phalam maya devam sthapitam purtastava tena me saflavakti bhavit janmani janmani. Om bhurvasvaha pravase pretayah yani karya papani brahmahatya vinasita kesanya tishta tishtani tasmat keshanva pamyaham. ओम तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्छुक्रमच्चिरत पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतकुशुम याम शरदः शतं पब्रवाम शरदः शतमदीनाः श्याम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात्. ओम ग्रन्थिदेवताभ्यो नमः. ओम तन्तुदेवताभ्यो नमः. ओम यज्ञोपवीतं परमं पवित्रं प्रजापतिर्यत्सहजं पुरस्तात् आयुष्यमग्रं प्रतिमञ्च शुभ्रं यज्ञोपवीतं बलमस्तु तेजः. ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Now first of all we are going to do puja for these 5 balls. If you can offer flower first, or you can offer flower and rice. First flowers in either order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now today is a Panchaki. Panchaki is the collection of 5 constellation. It happens every month, and in case somebody passes away during that time, then we have to cremate these 5 statues, 5 balls. Otherwise the family is in trouble. So, and then rice. Om vasoho pavitramasi shatadaram vasoho pavitramasi sahasradaram devastva savita punatu vasoho pavitrena shatadareena shubdva kamaduksah. Om vasubhyo namah vasum avahayami stapyami pujyami. And then Ranjan, if you can offer ghee on each of them, like a drop or something like that. Om Varuno Stambhanamasi Varunasya Skamba Sarjanisto Varunasya Ruta Sadanyasi Varunasya Ruta Sadanmasi Varunasya Ruta Sadanmasida. Om Varunai Namah Varunam Avahayami Stapyami Pujyami. Om Uttano Hirbudhyah Surutvoja Ekapati Prithvi Samudraha Vishve Devarutardo Huvana Sutta Mantra Kavisasta Avantu. Om Ajekpade Namah Ajekpadam Avahayami Stapyami Pujyami. Om Sivo Namasi Swaditi Stapita Namaste Astu Mama Hikusehi Nivartayamya Yukhennadyaya Prajananaya Raya Spokhaya Suvaja Suviryaya. Om Ahirbuddhyaya Namah Ahirbuddhyam Avahayami Stapyami Pujyami. Om Bukanta Vavrate Vayannarikhe Makarachana Stotarasta Ihasmi. Om Pushne Namah Pushnem Avahayami Stapyami Pujyami. Om Manorjyoti Jugatama Jasya Brahaspati Yagnam Imantanotvarishtam Yagnam Samimam Dadhatu Vishve Deva Saihamadayantam Om Pratishtam. Om Bhurvasvaham Vasvani Nakshatra Devtaham Avahitah Supratishtitah Vardah Bhavata. Om Pretavahai Swaham. Om Pretasakhay Swaham. Om Pretapay Swaham. Om Preta Bhumipay Swaham. Om Preta Hartre Swaha. So now we are secured. Now, if you can take a spoon of water first, Ranjan, Rasmi, you can touch your hand to him. Om Atradya Mahamangalya Punya Pavitra Masottame Mase Posha Mase Shukla Pakshe Chaturthyam Yom Panchimyam Titho भौमवासरे यथा वर्तमान नक्षत्र मुहूर्त समवाये एवं ग्रह गण विशेषण विशेषतायं शुभ पुण्य तिथौ. सर आपका पुत्र काश्यप है, काश्यप उद्गल. If you can follow उद्गल गोत्र अस्मत् मातुः प्रभासी प्रेतायाः दाहार्थम उत्क्रांत्यादि पिंड प्रदानम अहम करिष्ये तथा पंचक दिने अग्नि संस्कार निमित्तम दोष निवृत्तये पुत्तल विधिम अहम करिष्ये. You can place water here. Now I told you that 6 times water fast. Keep the journal like this and then take with the left hand before that we forgot something here. This ring goes here. Om pavitroste vaishnavyo shaviturvah prasava utpunamya chidrena पवित्रेण सूर्यस्य रश्मिभिः पवित्र पवित्र पते पवित्र पुत्रस्य यत्कामः पुनेत चकेयं. 6 times. First here, no, just like this. This is the first time. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, this is the first time. 6 times. ओम अत्राद्य महामंगल्य पुण्य पवित्र मासोत्तमे मासे पौष मासे शुक्ल पक्षे चतुर्थ्यां तिथौ भौमवासरे यथा वर्तमान नक्षत्र मुहूर्त समवाये एवं ग्रह गण विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ मुद्गल गोत्रस्य प्रभाश्री प्रेतायाः शव निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम्. So when someone passes away in our family, in Hinduism we offer 6 balls. It is called pit, like this, because man has the 5 senses, and those 5 senses when God took it away, then we have to offer 1 pit for 1 sense. So for 5 senses we have to offer 5 pits. Now suppose we are in Bhubaneswar's house, and before we go to Smashan crematory, we have to offer the first pit at home. Its name is Shav. Now if you can place first one. ओम अद्य पूर्वोच्चारितयं ग्रहण विशेषण विशिष्टायं शुभ पुण्य तिथौ मुद्गल गोत्रायाः प्रभाश्री प्रेतायाः शव निमित्तम एषति पिंडः मदत्तं स्तवोपतिष्ठताम्. मुद्गल गोत्रायाः प्रभाश्री प्रेतायाः शव निमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यवने जनं गन्धं पुष्पं यवक्षतं तुलसी पत्रं धूपं दीपं नैवेद्यं मदत्तं तवोपतिष्ठताम्. And the rest we will do 5 things. You can offer on the top of this. So we offer the first pit, and now we are ready to go to crematory. So we have to go through your main entrance back home. The body is kept at home, and we start the cremation from home. So we have to go through your main entrance. With the door frame, unke chaukat mein, we have to offer the second pit. Its name is pan. ओम अद्य पूर्वोच्चारितयं ग्रहण विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ मुद्गल गोत्रायाः प्रभासी प्रेतायाः द्वारदेशे पान्थनिमित्तम् अवने जनं मदत्तं तवोपतिष्ठताम्. मुद्गल गोत्रायाः प्रभासी प्रेतायाः द्वारदेशे पान्थनिमित्तम् एषति पिण्डः मदत्तं स्तवोपतिष्ठताम्. मुद्गल गोत्रायाः प्रभासी प्रेतायाः द्वारदेशे पान्थनिमित्तं पिण्डे प्रत्यवने जनं गन्धं पुष्पं यवाक्षतं तुलसी पत्रं धूपं दीपं नैवेद्यं मदत्तं तवोपतिष्ठताम्. Now finally, we are living from your house. So the grandson or the granddaughter carries fire in a matki, earthen pot, and we all are lifting Prabhasri and stepping out of the house. When we go to Smashan crematory, we recite God's name. So when I say Ram Nam Satya Hai, you can say Ram Nam Satya Hai. Ram Nam Satya Hai. राम नाम सत्य है. राम नाम सत्य है. राम नाम सत्य है. राम नाम सत्य है. So we are out of your house. Once we pass your street, society, colony, whatever we call, and when we go to the main street where there is an intersection, we offer the third pit. Its name is Kecher. ओम अद्य पूर्वोच्चारितयं ग्रहण विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्य तिथौ मुद्गल गोत्रायाः प्रभासी प्रेतायाः चत्वरि खेचर निमित्तम अवने जन्म मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम मुदगल गोत्रायाः प्रभासी प्रेतायाः चत्वरि खेचर निमित्तम एषते पिंडः मदत्तम स्तवोपतिष्ठताम मुदगल गोत्रायाः प्रभासी प्रेतायाः चत्वरि खेचर निमित्तम पिंडे प्रत्यवने जन्म गंधम पुष्पम यवाक्षतां तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मनितम तवोपतिष्ठताम. So back home in those days the ladies used to come only up to this point intersection, lighting up a deepak candle. Ladies go back home and only the man used to walk to smashan, lifting her on the shoulder. Now you already lifted her on the shoulder when you came in, because it is written in Garuda Puran. I can tell you the meaning directly, that if the son or the daughter nowadays who carries that this is father's or mother's body on the shoulder and walk to crematory always get the punya of Ashwamedh Yagna, because during the life the first obligation that she brought you into this world, and before that what does the mom do? What does mother do? She keeps us in the tummy for 9 months. Innocently and unknowingly, we kick her in the tummy. What happens in the labor room? Only mother knows. They have a second birth, delivering a child. And when we are born, we drink mother's milk. While drinking this side, we kick her on this side with the legs. While drinking this side, we kick on the other side. How many obligations? Those obligations can never be paid back. There is only one mother in life. So here when we go back again for final cremation, we'll be lifting her on the shoulder. So right now we are proceeding to Smashan crematory in Bhubaneswar. So once again when I say Ram Nam Satya Hai, you say Ram Nam Satya Hai. 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 In this way, we keep walking to Smashan crematory. Now in every town or village, the crematory is always at the outskirts of the town or village where there is a river. So there is a distance. So they make a center point somewhere called Vishram Sthan, rest place.
You'll take a journey you'll never forget.
So it is called rest place. Over there, we have to place her and offer the fourth pit. Its name is Bhut. Om Adya Purvacharithiyam Gragana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubha Punya Tithau Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Visranto Bhutanmittam Avani Janam Madattam Tavo Upatishtatham Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Visranto Bhutanmittam Eshadi Pindaha Madattam Stavo Upatishtatham Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasri Pretayaham विश्रांतो भूतन्मित्तं पिंडे प्रत्यवने जन्म गंधम पुष्पम यवाक्षतां तुलसी पत्रम धूपम दीपम नैवेद्यम मदत्तम तवोपतिष्ठताम. So suppose we are walking this way. Up to this point her head was heading, and now the head will go in the back side and the legs will be heading, and we are once again on the way to Smashan crematory. Ram Nam Satya Hai. 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 In this way, we reach the crematory. Now the bhumi means place where she is to be cremated. If back home they clean with water, Gangajal we are going to place more. And इतना शब्द मैं हिंदी में बोलूँगा, मुझे सबको दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं. को गोमूत्र पता है? गोमूत्र और गोबर से भूमि तैयार करते हैं. I can explain later. So Yamadut do not enter, and Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh themselves come to receive her. So symbolically ये गोमूत्र और गोबर से हमने भूमि तैयार कर दी. Rashmi ji, if you can offer flower and rice on here. Om Bho Rasi Bhumi Rasya Diti Rasi Viswadhaya Viswasya Bhuvanasya Dattim Prithivim Yacha Prithivim Druham Prithivim Mahinse. Om Prithivit Tvaya Druta Lokka Devittam Vishnunandrutam Tom Chadarai Mam Devi Pavitram Kurchasanam Om idamapah pravata cha malam cha yacha vidrudroha drutam yacha shepe abirunam apo ma tasmadena sah pavamanascha munchatu. Om Bhurvasa Bhumya Namah Sarvopcharate Pratna Purukam Namaskaran Samarpayami. Bhumi, the place is ready. Now we make pier back home using sandalwood sticks, samidas, all those stuff. So symbolically, this is a small pier. This is samidas, that is herbs, and sandalwood sticks. Om Samiddo Anjana Krutaram Matinam Drutamapne Matumatpinvamanaha Vaji Vahan Vajinam Jata Vedo Devanam Vakshi Priyama Sadyastam. If you can offer water with two hands, I give you on the top of the pier. Om Apeto Yantu Panayo Sumna Deva Piyavah Asya Lokah Sutavatah Dyube Raho Viraktu Vivektam Yamo Dadatva Vasanam. So the pier is ready. At pier place, we offer the fifth ball. Its name is Vayu. Om Adya Purvacharithayam Gargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubha Punyatitham Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Avane Janam Madattam Tavo Patishtatam Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Eshati Pindaha Madattam Stavo Patishtatam Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasri Pretayaham Chitasthane Vayu Nimittam Pinde Pratyumne Janam Gandham Puspam Yavatsatan Tulsi Patram Dhupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Patishtatam Ke Manas Bhajare Guru Charanam Dustar Bhavasagar Taranam Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai Sainath Sadguru Jai Jai Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Aruna Shiva Om Omkaram Baba, Omkaram Baba, Omkaram Baba, Om Namo Baba Manas Bhajare Guru Charanam Dustar Bhavasagar Taranam. Now, Prabha came to this world. She brought you. And unfortunately, or most tragically, or I say untimely, Prabha is leaving us. Untimely because parents, however old are they, even if they are 150 years old, their death is always untimely, as there is only one father and one mother in life. So she is leaving us. Whatever sweet memories she had with the families and friends, she is going to carry with her. So the sixth ball is for the sweet memories. Om Adya Purvacharithayam Gargana Visheshana Visheshtayam Shubha Punyatitham Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasi Pretayaham Sauhaste Sadak Nimittam Avane Janam Madattam Tavo Patishtatam Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasi Pretayaham Sauhaste Sadak Nimittam Eshati Pindaha Madattam Stavo Patishtatam Mudgal Gotrayaham Prabhasi Pretayaham Sauhaste Sadak Nimittam Pinde Pratyamne Janam Gandham Puspam Yavatsatan Tulsi Patram Dhupam Dipam Naivedyam Madattam Tavo Patishtatam. And then Rashmi, you can offer it. And Ranjan, if you can pull this and follow. Now you can take this off like that. Anena, Pinda, Danena, Mudgal, Gotra, Asya, Matu, Prabhasri, Pretayaha, Sadagati, Uttam Loka, Praptihi, Tatha, Dahartham, Kapalagani, Siddhyartham, Ajyana, Samasta, Vyahruti, Tatha, Prayashchit, Homam, Karishye. So place the water in any pocket. Now, when we left the house in Bhubaneswar, when we started our procession, the grandson or granddaughter took fire in the matki, earthen pot. That fire needs some offerings. So we are going to create that fire here. ॐ अग्निदूतं पुरो ददेहव्यवावहमुपब्रुवे देवम् आसादयादिह ॐ चत्वारि शृङ्गा त्रयो अस्य पादद्वे शीर्षे सप्तहस्तासो अस्य त्रिधा बद्धो वृखभोरो रविति महोदेवो मर्त्यम् आविवेश ॐ अग्ने वैश्वानर शाण्डिल्यासित देवलेति त्रिपवरान्वित भूमिर्मातः वरुण पितः मेघध्वज प्राङ्मुखो मम सम्मुखो भव ॐ अग्नये नमः सर्वोपचारते गन्धं पुष्पमक्षतान् समर्पयामि ॐ अग्निं प्रज्वलतिं वन्दे जातवेदहुताशनं हिरण्यवर्णमल्लं समृद्धो विश्वतो मुखम् ॐ अग्नये नमः सर्वोपचारते प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि रश्मि Ranjan, if you can hold it little slowly, I mean slanting, so ghee will be dripping automatically. And Rashmi, you can keep offering ghee at regular intervals. Okay, now we can start. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Namama. Om Indraye Swaha Idam Indraye Namama. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Namama. Om Somaye Swaha Idam Somaye Namama. ॐ विष्णवे स्वाहा इदं विष्णवे नमः ॐ रुद्राय स्वाहा इदं रुद्राय नमः ॐ लोमभ्यः स्वाहा इदं लोमभ्य नमः ॐ त्वचे स्वाहा इदं त्वचे नमः ॐ लोहिताय स्वाहा इदं लोहिताय नमः ॐ मेदोभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मेदोभ्य नमः ॐ मांसेभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मांसेभ्य नमः ॐ स्नायुभ्यः स्वाहा इदं स्नायुभ्य नमः ॐ अस्तिभ्यः स्वाहा इदं अस्तिभ्य नमः ॐ मजभ्यः स्वाहा इदं मजभ्य नमः ॐ रेतसे स्वाहा इदं रेतसे नमः ॐ पायवे स्वाहा इदं पायवे नमः ॐ अयसाय स्वाहा इदं अयसाय नमः ॐ प्रायसाय स्वाहा इदं प्रायसाय नमः ॐ वियसाय स्वाहा इदं वियसाय नमः ॐ संयासाय स्वाहा इदं संयासाय नमः ॐ उद्यासाय स्वाहा इदं उद्यासाय नमः ॐ शुचे स्वाहा इदं शुचे नमः ॐ शोचते स्वाहा इदं शोचते नमः ॐ शोचमानाय स्वाहा इदं शोचमानाय नमः ॐ शौकाय स्वाहा इदं शौकाय नमः ॐ तपसे स्वाहा इदं तपसे नमः ॐ तप्यते स्वाहा इदं तप्यते नमः ॐ तप्तमनाय स्वाहा इदं तप्तमनाय नमः ॐ तप्ताय स्वाहा इदं तप्ताय नमः ॐ धर्माय स्वाहा इदं धर्माय नमः ॐ निष्कृत्ये स्वाहा इदं निष्कृत्ये नमः ॐ प्रायश्चित्ते स्वाहा इदं प्रायश्चित्ते नमः ॐ भेषजाय स्वाहा इदं भेषजाय नमः ॐ यमाय स्वाहा इदं यमाय नमः ॐ अन्तकाय स्वाहा इदं अन्तकाय नमः ॐ मृत्यवे स्वाहा इदं मृत्यवे नमः ॐ ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्मणे नमः ॐ ब्रह्महत्याय स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्महत्याय नमः ॐ विष्णुभ्यो देवेभ्यः स्वाहा इदं विष्णुभ्यो देवेभ्यो नमः ॐ देवपृथिव्यां स्वाहा इदं देवपृथिव्यां नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः. Okay, Rashmi, if you can take the rest, rice and sesame together, and if you can offer it here. ॐ क्रव्यागतन्न सर्वोपचार तिलाक्षतान् समर्पयामि. ॐ अश्वत्थवति जातो शीत्वदयं जायतां पुनः असो स्वर्गाय लोकाय स्वाहा. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः. We need to go by more. जगदोद्धारिणी माता दुर्गा जगदोद्धारिणी मां जागो जागो मां जागो जागो मां जागो जागो मां जननी हे दुर्गा देवी रणचंडी देवी जय शिवरमणा जागो मां जय शिवरमणा जागो मां जय शिवरमणा जागो मां. Between two legs. जगदोद्धारिणी माता दुर्गा जगदोत्तारिणी मां. जागो जागो मां, जागो जागो मां, जागो जागो मां जननी. ओहे दुर्गा देवी, रणचंडी देवी, जय शिव रमणा जागो मां. जय शिव रमणा जागो मां. जय शिव रमणा जागो मां. जगदोद्धारिणी माता दुर्गा, जगदोद्धारिणी मां. Touching it with the chest, you can put it there. And the last pin goes in her right hand, is for sweet memories, so that you can touch it there. Thank you, Father. Oh, Krishna. Now, if you can get that too. What's that? Okay. Ah, yeah. Okay, so he will garland later on when he comes. In the meantime, we can offer clothing. So if you can hold two ends over there, and if you can hold two ends here and hold it on the top. Go ahead. Okay, now hold it on the top. You can stand here. Sorry. Om tasmadagnat sarvahutah sampratam pragradyam vasumstamschakre vayavyanaranya gramyamschaye. Om burvasvaham प्रभासे प्रेतायाहम अंतिम वस्त्रम समर्पयामि. ओम सेवंतिका बकुल चंपक पाटलाब्जे पुन्नाग जाति करवीर रसाल पुष्पै बिल्व प्रवाल तुलसी दल मालती भी स्वां पूजयामि जगदीश्वर मे प्रसीदम्. ओम भूर्भुवस्वहम् प्रभासे प्रेतायाहम पुष्पमालां समर्पयामि. If that is to take some time. गोविंद कृष्ण जय, गोपाल कृष्ण जय, गोपाल लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय. गोविंद कृष्ण जय, गोपाल कृष्ण जय, गोपाल लाल बाल राधा कृष्ण जय. कृष्ण जय, कृष्ण जय, कृष्ण जय, कृष्ण जय, कृष्ण जय, कृष्ण जय, कृष्ण 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 जय. All of you. Om Bhurvasvaham Prabhasi Pretayaham Pushpamalaham Samarpayami. Do we have a grandson or granddaughter? Can you get grandson? Granddaughter. Yeah, you can get. Okay, no problem. Then we don't have. Okay, so you can carry her on the. Actually, उनके सिर्फ पहले थोड़ा सा टच करवा लेते हैं. टच करवा लीजिए. ये पकड़िए, थोड़ा सा टच कीजिए. If you can touch it. Good, very good. Okay, now you can take it. And now, sir, if you can come from the side. Rashmi, you can follow him. Now Ranjit, 4 times counterclockwise pradachana, when circling around mom, and keep an eye there. Fire has to be on. Om apohishta-mayo vastana-urje dadatana maheranaye chachaseyo vahasivatamo rasasasya bhajayate hanaha उषतीरिवमान्तरः तस्मात् अरङ्गमामहो यस्य वाय जिन्वत् आपो जनयथा जनः. ओम सप्तास्यासन् परिदय श्रीः सप्तसमिदः कृतः देवाय कृतं तन्वाना अबद्धन् पुरुखन् पशुम् यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे। ओम हरि ओम नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतो तहिखवे नमः बाहुव्यामुदते नमः जाते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तन्वा शन्तमया गिरि शन्तापिचाकशिः। ओम करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा परादं विहितं विहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व। जय जय करुणाब्दे श्री महादेव शंभो। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनं मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृता। ओम त्रायुकं जमदग्नेः कश्यपस्य त्रायुकं जदेवे पुत्रायुकं तन्नो अस्तु त्रायुकम्। Can we give a standing ovation please for 5 minutes? So now the ancestors who passed away in the family, like a grandfather, grandmother, or anybody who passed away in the family, even from your side to your husband's side, whoever passed away, you can do namaskar to them. Brahmastamba paryantam devarsi pitrumhanavah trupyantu pittaras sarve matrumata mahadaya atitakulakoteenam saptadipa nivasinam abrahma puna lokadidamastu tilodakam ye bandavaye yanya janmani bandava te sartrupti mayantu mayadattena vaharinam yeke chasmat kule jata aputra gotrinomatam te gruntu mayadatam vastra nispidinodakam। ओम ब्रह्म जगनानं प्रथमं पुरस्ताद्वेषमपि सुरुचो वेन आवह सुबुद्ध्या उपमा अस्य विष्टा सतस्य योनिमसतस्य विवहम्। ओम ब्रह्मणे नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। ओम इदं विष्णुविचक्रमे ते ढानि दडे पडं समूढमस्य पाक्तो सुरेश्वाहम्। ओम विष्णवे नमः गन्धं पुष्पमक्षतान् समर्पयामि। ओम हरि ओम नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतो तहिखवे नमः बाहुव्यामुदते नमः। ओम रुद्राय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। ओम यमाय त्वाङ्गिरस्वते पितृमते स्वाहा स्वाहा गर्माय स्वाहा गर्मपित्रे। ओम यमाय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। ओम प्रेता जयता नर इन्द्रो वह शर्म जचतु उग्रा वह सन्तु बाहुना ग्रह्यायता सतम्। ओम तत्पुरुषाय नमः प्रार्थनापूर्वकं नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुत स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यस्तवै वेद साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदै गायन्ति यं सामगां ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। कृत्वा सुदुष्करं कर्म जानता वाप्य जानता मृत्युकालवशं ज्ञात्वा नरं पञ्चत्वमागतं धर्म धर्म समायुक्तं लोभमोह समावृतं दहेयं सर्वगात्राणि दिव्यान् लोकान् स गच्छतु। ओम द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षको शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वको शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः श्यामा शान्तिरेधि यतो यतः समीहसे ततो नो अभयं कुरु शन्नः शन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो भयन्नः पशुभ्यः। ओम शान्तिः 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 सुशान्तिर्भवतु। So according to our rituals, we gave our live fire. Some of the places they do not let us open the casket again. So we did our job here. Now at this point we are going to do Omkar, like reciting Pranav mantra Om like this. It is called Omkar 3 times. And then we will have a moment of silence in Prabha's honor. असतो मां सद्गमय तमसो मां ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतं मृगमय ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः शान्तिः सुशान्तिर्भवतु। तो रिस्पेक्टेड पूज्य प्रभाश्री के प्रेमाळ पवित्र और पुण्यशाली आत्मा की अंतिम विधि करने में पहले तो थैंक यू फॉर अलाउइंग मी डूइंग दिस पूजा। थैंक यू विजय जी एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच एवरीबॉडी। यू कैन टेक योर चेयर 5-7 more minutes to go. So when Agni Sanskar is done, when Agni Sanskar is done, we collect ash. So symbolically, if you can tape it here, this is ash as if we are collecting ash. Tape it and put it back. ओम अस्वत्वमति जातो श्रीत्वदयं जायतां पुनः असुस्वर्गाय लोकाय स्वाहा ज्वलतु पातके ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये नमः। Okay, now yeah, you can place it. And now Rashmi and Ranjan, if you can come this side, and sir, if you can take your chair, sir. And now watch me, Rashmi and Ranjan. Ranjan, you are carrying this on the right shoulder. Come this side. Come behind her. Okay, now Ranjan is going to carry this on the right shoulder, and you are going clockwise this time 4 times. So from the back side, Rashmi will be offering milk to Prabhasri. This is called pacifying or pulling down Chita. We don't get a chance to do all these things over there, so we have to do it here. Om Adya Purvacharya Gargana Visheshana Vishishta. Be comfortable. Okay, just touch it like that. Yeah. And Rashmi from the back side. ओम अद्य पूर्वच्चारित्यं गर्गण विशेषण विशिष्टायां शुभ पुण्यतिथ बुधगल गोत्रायाः प्रभाश्री प्रेतायाः चितादाहो उपशमनार्थं च दाहजनित पीडा उपशमनार्थं च इदं उदकाञ्जलिस्ते उपतिष्ठधाम। ओम अद्भ्यः सम्प्रतः पृथिवीरश्च विश्वकर्माणः समवर्तताग्रे तस्य कष्टाद्विद्रूपमेति तन्मर्तस्य देवत्वमाजनमग्रे। ओम वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तमादित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेव विदित्वाते प्रद्युम्नति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय। ओम प्रजापतिश्चर्ति गर्भे अन्तर्जायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य योनिं परिपश्यन्ति दिरास्तस्मिन्नः तस्तुर्भुवनानि विश्वा। ओम जो देवेभ्यो आतपतये जो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो जो देवेभ्यो जातो नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये। ओम रुचं ब्राह्म्यं जनयन्तो देवा अग्रतलब्रुवन्न जस्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यस्य देवा असन्वसे। ओम श्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यावहो रात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमश्विनो व्यात्तम् इष्णन्निघाण मुम्मैघाण सकलोकं मैघाण। ओम अनादिनिधिनो देव शङ्खचक्र गदाधरः अक्षय पुण्डरीकाक्ष प्रेतमोक्ष प्रदभो अतसि पुष्प संकाशं पीतवास्य समुच्यतं येन वश्यन्ति गोविन्द नदिशां विद्यते भवम्। कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालत्वम् अगतिनं गतिर्भव संसरणमग्ननं प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तमम्। नारायण सुरस्य लक्ष्मीकान्त वरप्रद अनेन तर्पणिनाथ प्रेतमोक्ष प्रदभो हिरण्यगर्भ पुरुष व्यक्ताव्यक्त स्वरूपिणी अस्य प्रेतस्य मोक्षार्थं सुप्रीतो भव सर्वदा। So 4 times. So if we are back home, we drop it on the floor and break it. We can do that. Imagine you are dropping it here and we break it. It's automatically going to break inside here. Now, needless to say, you are going to apologize to her in case you hurt her feelings sometime at some point in the life. Even I have to apologize. I have to ask Prabhasri that Prabhasri, during your last rituals, if I made any mistake, please forgive me. So obviously you are going to say something, then you can, but you must tell her one thing, that mom, do not worry about dad. We are there to take care of him. So she'll be able to live peacefully. She is more connected to husband. I mean, to you too, but and also you can tell anything in the mind. Do you understand Hindi? तो आप कुछ भी बता सकते हैं कि mom, if we deserve you, if we are worthy to you, and in case you have to be reborn, तो हमें आप ही कोख से जन्म लेना है, हमें किसी के और यहाँ नहीं जाए. Whatever is in your mind, you can tell her. And at this point, I am going to recite Bhagavad Gita's 12th and 15th chapter, and then I hand over to families and friends. Atha dvadas, you can stand here, or if you want to sing, you can sit there. Atha dvadasodhyayah evam satatayuktam ye bhaktastam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham te yogavittama. Sri Bhagavan uvacha मय्यावेश्य मनो ये नित्ययुक्त उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्त तमामतः ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्य मव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कुटस्थमचलं ध्रुवं सन्नियमिन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहितेर्तः कलेशोदिक्तरस्तेषां अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिरवाप्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्यनेव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसां मय्येव मन आदस्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अथ ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोग्येन तप्तो मामिच्छन्तु धनञ्जय अभ्यासेभ्य समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिं वपस्यसि अथेतदप्यशक्तोषि कर्तुमद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं तथा कुरु यतात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानं ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानकर्मफलत्यागस्यागच्छन्तिरनन्तरम् अदवेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मैत्रकरुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कार समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्ट सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्त समे प्रियः यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यतः सर्वारम्भ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्त समे प्रियः यो न रुष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न कांक्षति शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान् मे समे प्रियः समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णो सुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्म्यामृतमेदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धानामत परमा भक्तास्तेति मे प्रियः इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीताक्षरसु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे कृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम 12ोऽध्यायः अथ 15ोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधःशाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधस्वचोर्ध्वं प्रसुतास्तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रबाला अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धेनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठम् अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलमसङ्गशस्त्रेण दलेन छित्त्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ते भूय तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसुता पुराणि निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकाम द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञे गच्छन्तमूढा पदमव्ययं तत् न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममेवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चात्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानृपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं सितं वापिं भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढः न पश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यामन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धिमामकां गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमौजसा उष्णामि चौषधी सर्वान् सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं प्रदिशन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वैदेश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तवृद्धेदविदेह चाहं द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः भूतानि कुटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमपुरुषस्त्वन्यं परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्त्य वय ईश्वरः यस्मादक्षरमतीतोऽहं मक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोकवेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवमसम्मूढो जानति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रमिदं मुक्तं मया नघं एतद्बुद्ध्यबुद्धिमान्यशा कृतकृतश्च भारत इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तम नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः. So Prabhasri, respected Prabhasri, is leaving us. She is praying to God first, and then she says a couple of words to us. What she prays to God is, O most merciful God, I repent for all my sins. Now, she may not have committed any sins, but she herself is praying to God. I repent for all my sins, for every thought that was false, unjust, or unclean, for every word spoken that should not have been spoken, for every deed that should not have been done. I repent for every deed, word, and thought inspired by selfishness or hatred or lust. I repent for every lustful action and thought, for any lie, for any hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for any slander or backbiting. I repent for all these things, and last but not least, she says to God that, O God, please forgive me and my family for our constant failure to think, speak, and act according to your will. And now she says a couple of words to us. She says, I am very thankful to all of you for being here on my last exit or departure from this planet. Those who couldn't make it, I understand, but at least you are here. And now she says to all of us that if during the life, if I hurt you or your feelings, I apologize. In case you hurt my feelings, you already have a forgiveness. And she wants you to carry on the legacy, the value and the culture that she taught you ke Prabhasri ke beta or beti. She wants you to be very happy, healthy and prosperous in all the areas of your life, saying that I am not going to be physically or directly with you, but I will be always there indirectly to protect you. Subham bhavatu, kalyanamastu, arogyamastu, aishwaryamastu, shantirastu, tuštirastu, dhanakanaka samruddhirastu. Hari Om, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And before I hand over to family, Christian, Hara, if you can come here please. Now, these noble ladies, whatever they are doing for us, we don't have any words to say thank you to them. Because of you, we are able to do better than back home. Thank you very much for outstanding and excellent services in the difficult time to the family. You are patient to help the family. God bless you. And also, now I hand over to Christine. We have to follow her instructions.
Good afternoon. Namaste. On behalf of my funeral home and my staff, I would like to offer my sincere prayers and condolences to the entire family and all the friends and everyone that's here to support the immediate family. Thank you so much for your presence and your prayers today. It is greatly appreciated. I would also like to take a second to just thank the family for allowing me to take care of your mom and your wife. It is truly an honor, as always, to care for everyone during such difficult times, so thank you for allowing me. I want to just make a couple of announcements before we begin with the family speeches. Before everyone leaves, we just ask kindly that you sign the book when you leave today, so that way the family can acknowledge your presence here. They would also like to extend, for those of you who are available, to come for a luncheon after the service at Rasoy, which is in Monmouth Junction, Dayton, on George's Road. So if you have questions, there's small address invitations by the sign-in book, so that you're all welcome to join with them in a time of remembrance. And once the family has concluded with their speeches and eulogies, everyone will be given the opportunity to come forward past the casket for darshan and to also offer flowers. And you can briefly greet the family during this time. There are a lot of us here to show support, so we just ask that if you just keep your greetings brief, that way we give everyone the opportunity to come forward. I will have everyone line up on the right and gradually come up. As long as we're not all bombarding up into the front at once, we can make it very organized, and we'll be here to guide you. So everyone will come on my right, and we'll pass the casket and greet the family, and then exit the chapel on my left. That way we leave the center aisle open so that those that are with us virtually don't have any crossing in front of the camera. So we would just like to take it around the back and then a full circle. Okay, thank you.
First time. Hopefully you can hear me. So many of you know this story, but typically when we refer to our family friends, we say their first name and it's called an auntie or uncle, right? She was never Prabha auntie to me. She was just auntie. And no matter what I was talking about, who I was talking with, they knew when I said auntie, I was talking about her. And it's because, to me, she was special. She knew me before I was born. She literally never lived more than 5 minutes away from me my entire life. And actually, when Uncle and Auntie decided to move to their active adult community in Monroe, I was devastated. I couldn't believe that Uncle and Auntie decided to be 15 minutes away from me as opposed to the usual 5. But nonetheless, I figured out how to deal. As a lot of you know, my mom and auntie have been friends for over 50 years, but she was more than just a friend of my mom. She was another mother to me. A few years ago, I learned about something, this test. It was called love languages, and I don't know if many of you know about this, but it's pretty popular now, and it's this test that basically shows how you give and feel love to all those people around you. And there's a number of different ways that you do this, which I didn't realize. It's through gift, giving and receiving gifts, touch, tone, words, things like that. I don't know if Auntie ever did the test, but I have to bet that if she did, my guess would be time was her love language. So much so, in fact, that every time Auntie and Uncle would come to our house, we'd have a running joke between my sisters, Bobby, Rashmi, and I. Auntie and Uncle, they'd be talking, we'd be all hanging out, and they'd finally say, okay, we should get going. That's when the bet started. How long do you think until we leave? We'd say, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Wait, 45 minutes just passed. The car's been on, it's been heated up for 3 gallons of gas, gone, was much cheaper back then. And they would just stand there, full jackets on, and just have a full, like 5 other conversations in that time. And it was just that they would chat like there was no tomorrow. All jokes aside, her showing of love through time, it always showed up. No matter what, she was always there for you. Through the ups and downs, the thicks and thins, she was there. Whether it was celebrating a life event, a graduation, a birthday, even just a kid's basketball game, she was there. And that was the good times and the hard times. If something ever happened, without doubt, within 5 minutes of the news happening, Auntie and Uncle would show up at our doorstep, and they were always there for us in any way that we needed. I like to think that Auntie and I had a special bond. My mom always did say that I was her favorite. I don't know if my sisters agree with that, but I do believe that's true. And I don't really know why, it's just we had this relationship, and I thought about it, and I thought maybe it was my love of the potato chips she had in her house. So there's a little background here. Auntie, for some reason, always had the best snacks in her house. And for many summers, I used to actually go to their house and stay at their house. And the purpose was Rushman was supposed to babysit me, but I actually don't know if Rushman was watching me or I was the one watching her. And there's a whole long story here that I won't go into now, but it involved a broken bike, a doctor's appointment, I think Nina was there for it, and much more, but I won't get into all that now. But one of the things I remember vividly from the Auntie's house was she always had these Utz potato chips. And I just stopped at the store and I saw them, and it's like the white and red bag, and they're not that great, but for whatever reason they tasted amazing and sorry for anyone that works at Utz, but they just tasted amazing at Auntie's house. And so one day I told my mom, and she went and she bought them for me. And I was so excited, I opened them, and I tried them, and I was disappointed. I was like, Mom, these just don't taste like they do at Auntie's house. And I just goes and put them there. Auntie, I'll miss you so much. It's surreal that we're even here. Like I said, you're another mother to me. It's very rare that you have this, outside of your core family, you have someone that's your entire life lived beside you, less than 5 minutes away. I can't believe I won't see you again, but as the Brown said, the memory lives on, her spirit lives on with us. And I don't want to focus on not seeing her physically again, but I want to focus on the great memories we had from the summers at her house, to the family cruise vacation we took, which my sisters and Bobby weren't invited to, but Rushman and I took with John. And I know this, I know your memory will live on with us, with all of us here, with Sienna, and every time I eat chips, I will always think of you. Thank you very much. I think if anyone else wants to say a word, you're more than welcome to come on.
Anybody from हरिभक्तो? आपको कुछ 2 शब्द कहने हैं किसी को भी? So you can come forward to the podium, please.
Hello, everyone. I don't have Ricky's height problem. Sorry. On behalf of my sister and father and the rest of our family, I just wanted to say thank you for coming. It's been a very emotional time. I clearly don't have anything pre-planned or prepared to say, just I know my mom would be very, very appreciative of all of you coming today. Mom's smile. Mom's smile would light up a room, and even her neighbors today across the street, who I had never met before, were telling a story about how her and dad walked over, and they were like, hey, the movie truck wasn't even stopped yet. And she walked across the street and welcomed the neighbors across the street into the development and said, any questions, just come on over and ring our doorbell. And it's just how Mom was just the happy, curious person you ever knew. Yeah, I mean, we've been a little preoccupied, sorry. Just thank you again. Can't be said enough, but it is absolutely meant. Are you coming to rescue everyone from me, from the mic?
Hi everyone, my name is Rana. I know so many of you, and she was like a second mom to me. I've known her since I was 16. I met this one. She brought me in like she brought so many of you in. That the warmest hug that she gave to both of her children. One that just made you feel like everything was okay. That anything that was bothering you, just you felt better. She just brought so much joy to anywhere she went. I mean, I feel like I know your childhood home. Like I just knew it inside and out. Every time I went, she had my favorite aloo gobi made, and Rashmi hates cauliflower. So it was always a joke to us. She introduced me to so many things that I just, I knew about my side of the culture, but just other things that I just cherished so much. And she just treated me like her own. I just remember sitting there and watching so many movies on the couch with Gizmo and Rashmi. She was just felt like home so many times. And she was there for all the big life events. Like Nikki said, he was right. She was just there for it all. And she put my wedding sari on. I was upset because I couldn't find the pictures. And Rashmi sent them to me this morning. It was just a really nice memory to have. I was so glad to be able to give her a hug a few months ago and have that catch up. And I got to see some of you, and it was really, really nice. And I told Rashmi it felt like I was 16 again. So I will always have her memories. Thank you.
I also didn't plan to speak because I'm very much like her, so we're just emotional people that feel a lot of big feelings a lot of the time. I got so many messages and texts and things over the last few days. And the same things just kept coming up. Mom was a very special person, and she had a gift of making anyone she met feel like the most special person. And she did give the best hugs ever. And I know that it's sad to lose somebody, but try to take comfort in the fact that she's at peace, and we all just look around. I mean, there's not enough room to sit down, and it's right after holiday, so if it was any other time, it'd probably be even more crowded in here. She really touched a lot of people's hearts, and I hope you could take comfort in the memory of her and just what an amazing human being she was. Thank you all for coming.
Once again, if everyone can begin lining up on the right as we have over here. We don't all have to go at once though, because then it'll be a little bit difficult to just guide everyone. So as long as we have an open aisle on the left.
With a glove. With a glove. Yeah. Give me that. Just one. Yeah.
Om Namaste Rudramanyava Utotapikave Namaha Yamutate Namaha Te Rudrahiva Tanuradura Papapashini Santamaya Girisanta Vichakashihi Om Girishantahase Vibrakshastave Vivam Giritratam Jagata Shivena Vakasatva Girisakcha Vadamasi Naha Sarvabhidyagaya Kshamado Sumana Asata Devivata Pratamo Devyo Vikrata Sadasam Kaya Sajadudhanyo Darachi Parasuva Asauryastambro Aruna Usababru Sumangalaha Echena Gomra Abhito Dexastritaha Sahasraso Vekhargo Rapi Mahe Asauyo Vasarvati Niladrivo Vilohitaha Sarinam Gopa Adreshan Udaharjaha Sadrishtayo Medayatinaha Namostu Niladrivaya Sahasrakshaya Dukhe Athoje Asya Sapano Hantebhyo Karan Namaha Namuncha Dhanvan Swamubhayorakatyorjamma State Hasta Ikavaha Parata Bhagavyo Vapa Vijyandanuhu Vipardino Vishalyo Bhanava Uta Hare Sannasya Ja Ikava Abhurasya Nikangadihi Hetur Vidyustamahaste Bahuvate Dharmuho Yasman Visvatasamayakshmaya Paribhuja Atvarite Dhanvano Hetur Rashman Pragattu Vishvataha Jati Kudihaste Asman Devi Tamaha Avatatya Dhanushtrabhu Sahasrakshashate Bhute Nishirja Shalyana Mukha Sivo Nahasumana Bhava Namasta Ayudayana Tataya कर्णे उपव्यामुतते नमो बाहुभ्यन्तव धन्वने मानो महान्तमुत्तमानो पर्वतं मान उक्षन्तु मान उक्षितं मान वदेहि पितरं मोतमातरमानः प्रियास्तन्वो रुद्ररीरिकः ॐ मानस्तु ते कनये मान आयुकिमानो गोकुमानो अश्वे कुरीरिकः मनो वीरान्नुद्रभामिनो वदेरहविद्मन्तः सदमित्वा हवामहे नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशाय नाम पतये नमो नमः पिञ्जराय प्रीतिमते पशीनां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशाय पवीतिने पुरुषाणां पतये नमः यादिनेनानां पतये नमो नमो भवद्भवे ते पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय ततारिणे क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः श्रुताय हन्ते वनानां पतये नमः नमो रोहिताय स्तपतये नमो पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्त्रैताय नदीनां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमः जयघोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्नीनां पतये नमः नमः रत्नाय तया धामते स्मदां पतये नमो नमः भवानाय हर्याणिनां पतये नमो नमो धिताङ्गिने बकुभायसे नानां पतये नमो नमो विधेरवे परिचराय रण्यानां पतये नमः नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते सायूनां पतये नमो नमो निखङ्गिण युधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमः त्रिकायिभ्यो जिगागुढभ्यो भुषाणां पतये नमो नमो जीवद्भ्यो तत्पञ्चरभ्यो विक्रन्तानां पतये नमः पुष्पे गिणे गिरिचराय पुनरुज्ञानां पतये नमो नमः भोगभ्यो धन्वाय विद्मो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिरभानेभ्यः नमो नमो नमः आयतभ्यो विष्णो नमः नमो विष्णुभ्यो विद्युत्सवो नमो नमः स्वप्नभ्यो दानवशवो नमो नमः शयानेभ्यः आसीनेभ्यो नमो नमः तद्भ्यो दानवशवो नमः नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यो नमो नमो प्रातेभ्यो आसवभ्यो नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो वृषपतिभ्यो नमो नमो देवेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यो नमः रथकारे गच्छामो नमो नमः कालेभ्यः कल्पा
वैष्णवो नमो नमो निभावेभ्यः पुण्यते वैष्णवो नमो नमः स्वामिभ्यो भगवद्भ्यो नमः
partially stuck, but yeah, I just said we could like this.
नमः कपर्दिने च उत्तकेन्द्राय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शपथन्वने च कोटिविषयाय च शिवाय च नमः ते नमः आश्रवेशाधिराय च नमः शीघ्राय च शीघ्राय च नमः पुण्याय च पुण्याय च नमो नामेयाय च भीयाय च नमो देवाय च संसाय च
See what did he say? Did he say de acá y el 17 ya entró. Yo te digo, ya. No, ¿cuál? 17:31. Ah, no, sí. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Sí, 26. Sí, no. Sí. 17, 21. Entonces,
महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानामशेषेण प्रकीर्तितम् यैदं शृणुयात् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् न शुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रेह च मानवः वेदान्तगो ब्राह्मणस्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्योधनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामादमाप्नुयात् कामे प्रजार्थी चाप्नुयात् प्रजाम् भक्तिमान् यः सदोत्थाय शुचिसद्गतमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नामेतत् प्रकीर्तयेत्
This is not the time.
Family and friends, just a reminder that to please take an invitation with you to the directions to Rasoy, which is in Dayton, Monmouth Junction. The family is just reminding you that you're all invited for 3 p.m. for funeral luncheon. So please feel free to join with them so that they can thank you personally. Thank you. And the address is right by the sign-in board. Thank you.
सहस्रं दिव्यानामशेषेण प्रकीर्तितं यैदं शृणुयात् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् न शुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रेह च मानवः वेदान्तगो ब्राह्मणस्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्योधनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामादमाप्नुयात् कामे प्रजार्थी चाप्नुयात् प्रजाम् भक्तिमान् यः सदोत्थाय शुचिसद्गतमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नामेतत् प्रकीर्तयेत्
la semana de fin de año y 2 semanas. Por eso tú me te dije, 2 semanas
जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि भयं नैवोपजायते इमं स्तवति ज्ञानश्रद्धा भक्ति समन्वितः नमो न च मात्सर्वं नमो नास्तिः वासुदेवस्य वीर्येण विदतानि महात्मनः ससुरासुरगन्धर्वं सयक्षूरकराक्षसं जगद्वशे वर्तते तं कृष्णस्य सचराचरम् इन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिः सत्त्वं तेजोबलं धृतिः वासुदेवात्मकन्याक्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञयेत च सर्वागमानामाधारः प्रथमं परिकल्पते त्रिलोकान्व्याप्यभूतात्मा भुङ्क्ते विश्वभुगव्ययः इमं स्वः भगवतो विष्णोर्व्यासेन कीर्तितं पठ्येच्छेत् पुरुषश्रेयः प्राप्तुमुखानि च विश्वेश्वरमजं देवं जगतः प्रभुमव्ययं भजन्ति हि पुष्कराक्षं नतीनान्ति पराभवं नतीनान्ति पराभवम् ॐ नमः इति अर्जुनोवाच पद्मविक्रमशालाक्ष पद्मनाभस्मृतः भक्तानां भक्तानां दाता भवजनार्दनः श्रीभगवानुवाच यो मां नाम सहस्रेण स्तुतुमिच्छति पाण्डव सोऽहमेकेन श्लोकेन स्तुतयेव न संशयः स्तुतयेव न संशय ॐ नमः इति व्यासोवाच वासनाद्यास्देवस्य वासितं भुवनत्रयं सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तुते श्रीवासुदेव नमोऽस्तुत ॐ नमः इति पार्वतीवाच केनोपादेन लघुना विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रकं पठ्यते खण्डिते नित्यं श्रोतुमिच्छाम्यहं प्रभो ईश्वरोवाच श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम नाम वरानन ॐ नमः इति ब्रह्मोवाच नमोऽस्मरन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षि शिरोरूपाभवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः सहस्रकोटियुगधारिण ॐ नमः इति सञ्जय उवाच यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतुर्भुवानी सर्वकर्मः श्रीभगवानुवाच अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे आस्ताविषण्णाः शिथिलाश्च भीताः घोरेषु व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः सङ्कीर्त्य नारायणशब्दमात्रं तं विमुक्तदुःखा सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिये वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि श्रीविष्णु सहस्रनाम स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्
No, no, no. That's perfect.
Friends and family members, if I could just have your attention, please. Family and friends, if I could just have everyone's attention for one moment. If I could just request for a few moments, because these are the family's last moments, if we could just have a little bit of quiet, because we are proceeding back to cremation and there are still some people that need to come up for final viewing. So just about another 3 or 4 minutes, and Panditji is going to do a few more rites, and then we're going to proceed back to cremation. If you are comfortable supporting the family and walking back, you're more than welcome to. But just in these last few moments where the family has with Mom, we would just like to give everyone a moment. Thank you.
यहाँ से शुरू करके पूरा प्रदक्षिण करते ओम जय बाबू की रूपाल अच्छे आफ्टर फिनिशिंग प्रदक्षिण ओम जगपुरुषं प्यल्लोकदिदाव्य कल्पयन्न मुखं किमस्यासत् किं बाहु किं रूपालोच्यते ओम गुरुभस्वहं प्रभासि प्रेतायहं पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि ओम कृतं विविक्षे कृतमस्य ज्योतिकृतेशितो कृतं वस्य धाम अर्पदमा वहमादेश स्वाहा कृतं रकमोक्षिहव्यम् ओम गुरुभस्वहं प्रभासि प्रेतायहं घृतं समर्पयामि ओम सप्तास्यासन परिदर्श्री सप्त समिधः कृतः देवाय नन्दन्वानबद्धन् पुरुखन् पशुमं यानि काञ्च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे ओम भूर्भुवस्वहं प्रभासि प्रेताय प्रदक्षिणां समर्पयामि
Finish the fourth and then. अनुपदमा वहमा प्रियस्य स्वाहा कृतं रकमोक्षिहव्यम् ओम भूर्भुवस्वहं प्रभासि प्रेताय घृतं समर्पयामि on the body.
शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्व शांति शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि ओम शांति शांति शांति
someone to carry this. to, you can lift her. So somebody can carry this. I can carry it, it's not a problem. Grandson or granddaughter is supposed to carry. But if they are too young, then anybody can do that. Anybody. She can carry, she can. Only thing we need to balance is the fire has to be on. They can hold it in such a way. And you can walk with me in the front. Okay, so you can come in the front with me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can hold that. Okay, so when I say Ram Nam Satya hai, please say Ram Nam Satya hai. Ram Nam Satya hai. Ram Nam Satya hai. Ram Nam Satya hai. Okay, so do you want to leave or you just want to leave? राम नाम सत्य है 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 राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है
राम नाम सत्य है Okay, so once again, Ranjan, yes, if you can balance this, 4 times what we did before. Well, trust me, you can carry this. And counterclockwise once again 4 times. Up behind you. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunvanti Vestavai Veda Sangha Padakramo Panisadai Gayatiyam Samaga Jnana Vastutatena Manasam Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyantana Viduh Sudagana Devayata Smainana Krutva Duskaram Paramam Janata Bhakya Janatam Mrityukalavasam Dhatva Naram Panchatva Magatam Dharma Samayuktam Rupamoha Samamrutam Daheyam Sarvakatrani Divyan Lokan Sadakshatu ओम देव ओम शांति लंकर शांति पृथ्वी शांति रापा शांति हृदय शांति वनस्पतय शांति विश्वे देवाहं शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वतो शांति शांतिरेव शांतिः सामा शांतिरेव यतो यतः समीहसे ततो न अभयं कुरु सन्नः कुरु प्रजाभ्यो भयन्नः पशुभ्यः ॐ शांति 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 भवतु। Temple. Place this inside the book. Also, you can place everything. The last step was not. So if you can just bend it here. Bend it. Namaskar. Then bring the gun inside.
Do we go or do you stay out there?
Yeah. So you. Yeah. So everyone can go into the viewing room. He's just gonna move forward.